Welcome to North of the Broad, everyone. I'm your host, Robin Zimmerman, and we bring you our show every week from the Pat Conroy Literary Center, which is located in downtown Beaufort. And we like to begin our show with the Executive Director, Jonathan Haupt. Jonathan, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Robin.
2022 is going to be a big year for the center, I know. What we're going to talk about today in our interview is March 4th, because March 4th was the day that Pat Conroy passed, and it was actually 7 years ago. And for 6 years, you've been celebrating that and giving tribute to Pat Conroy with March 4th. So let's begin with this March 4th and really a little bit of background and what to expect.
Sure, absolutely. Well, as you say, March 4th, our event is really in honor of Pat Conroy's passing. On the very first anniversary, we decided we wanted to spend the day honoring Pat as a teacher, not so much as a day of mourning, but as a day of learning. And we reached out to our friends at Penn Center, and they were wonderfully accommodating, as they continue to be. So the core of March 4th is that partnership between the Conroy Center and Penn Center. But year after year, we add more and more days and more partners and more events to it. And it's grown to a 3-day event this year, which is really a wonderful way to celebrate Pat's last act as a teacher.
Right, and the theme is diversity, social justice.
Yes, we always try to honor the big themes of Pat's writing life, always through the lens of diversity on March 4th, again, because of the relationship with Penn Center. And that's especially true this year. Last year, our 5th annual and first virtual March 4th spawned the creation of DAYLO, the Diversity Awareness Youth Literacy Organization, which you and I have talked about before at Beaufort High School. And DAYLO and those students are just central to organizing this year's March 4th. So with that lens,
neat.
We've been able to reach out to Jonathan Green, acclaimed Gullah artist from right here in Beaufort County, a graduate of Beaufort High School, in fact. And he'll be our keynote speaker, appearing at a lunch on Friday, March 4th, at the Beaufort, the Beaufort County Black Chamber of Commerce, which is our near neighbor here on Bladen Street. And he'll be in conversation with our friend Victoria Smalls, who was at Penn Center when March 4th began, and her career has just grown and blossomed in wonderful ways since.
So that's exciting that March 4th is really the first day of March 4th.
That's not always the case.
It doesn't always happen. So that's really special.
Yeah.
All right, so then we move on. So that's basically Friday.
It is.
And then now Saturday, which is March the 5th. Let's talk about DAYLO and what they're doing.
They hosted a teddy bear picnic in the fall, and that was tremendous fun. They got to read to their younger peers from all over the Beaufort here. And we're moving it out from downtown Beaufort to Port Royal, to the farmers market this year. So that Saturday morning, Saturday, March 5th, we'll be there. That's an entirely free event from from 9 to noon, just like the farmers market. Then we move in the afternoon over to the Technical College of the Low Country. And we have 2 back-to-back entirely free author programs in the auditorium there. The first is with Rebecca Hall, who is the author of a graphic novel called Wake, which is about the histories of women-led slave revolts. And then in the afternoon, we have a group of panelists who've contributed to a book called The Future is Black, which is about superhero poetry and black comic book characters.
So that's a TCL on Saturday. Okay, super. And then on Sunday, you're going to be at Penn Center.
At Penn Center, back where we started on March 4th all those years ago. We've always had a nature walk at Penn Center as part of our March 4th event. And almost all of the years we've done this, it's been led by Drew Lanham. And Drew's been very gracious to come back and lead it again with a dear friend and mentor of his, Janisse Ray. So they'll be leading the nature walk together, then doing a conversation during lunch, which is catered by our friend Debbie Covington. Then we have one final closing panel that afternoon with contributors to a book called Ukweli, including me. There are many of us from Beaufort County who've participated in that project.
And so you can go onto the website and see it all laid out, and you can pick and choose exactly. You can do everything, go to everything, or just maybe do the Friday event or Sunday. So it's really up to you.
Depending upon your availability and your interest, you can, as you say, sign up for everything or just 1 or 2 things.
Is there anything virtual?
Yes, the free events at TCL will be live streamed on our Facebook page. The Penn Center events and the events at the Black Chamber of Commerce will be recorded, so they won't be live streamed, but they'll be available on our YouTube channel afterwards.
Very good. Any final comments about March 4th, Jonathan?
I am so excited that we get to do this. This has really become a signature event of the center, and I know it would mean so much to Pat to see that we honor his death, not with a day of mourning, as I say, but with a day of learning, a day that expands the conversation in really wonderful ways.
Very good. So again, it begins on March 4th, on Friday, goes to Saturday the 5th, and concludes on Sunday the 6th. Jonathan, good to have you with us, and we'll see you again next time.
Thank you so much, Robin.
And we'll be right back from North of the Broad. Don't go away, everyone.